What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, and snowing. Yeah, look, it's snowing a little bit. It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you see by the title below, we're going to talk about what to do if a guy hasn't texted you back after your first date yet. Right? I thought you had a fun time. You had a great time. Why isn't he texting you back? You hit it off. Well, we're going to go over why he's not texting you back and what you need to do about it. But before we get into that, if you haven't, please subscribe. Just click the red button below. I'll love you forever. Also, I have a new texting service out where you can get unlimited texting to me. Ask me all your questions and your problems and your situations. Unlimited texting for 7 to 30 days. That's at least a week of unlimited access to me. The link is below, okay? Also, I have a new guide coming out soon. If you want to check that out, just keep your eyes open. So jumping right into it, here's the thing. You went on a date, you had a fun time, you hit it off. What's going on? And I want to give you a different look on it. I'm gonna put aside the fact that he's gonna do the 3-day rule on you. I'm gonna put aside the fact that it might be he doesn't like you, because I think of a majority of women in a majority of situations, it comes down to this. It comes down to the masculine and feminine energy. When a guy's job is to provide and satisfy a woman, he does it because he wants to know, because he connects his ego, his confidence, his self-esteem to how well he can satisfy a woman. And when he takes you on a date, he feels like, well, I tried to provide for her. I tried to satisfy her. I tried to put a smile on her face. I tried to show her that I'm interested. All these kind of things. He wants to know, did I do a good job? So he's hoping, he's really hoping that you reach out to him and say, hey, I actually had a really good time on that date, and I'm still interested in you. Because you got to remember, see, women think of it like this. We think of it very selfishly, both sexes, but we think of it very selfishly. The woman thinks of, did I make the right first impression? Did I make a fool of myself? Did I do this or did I do that? Does he still like me? And to seek that, or then she tries to seek that validation or to try to justify that by saying, I'm not going to text him. Even though he's the one who courted me, I'm going to sit back and he needs to court me a little more. I want to see if he's interested. When that's not the way to go about it, sweetie. Okay, you got to remember, he's the one who took and this is what guys are thinking. He's the one who took the risk. He's the one who courted you. Think of him as a party host, okay? And he wants to know he did a good job hosting a party. So he wants you to reach out and say, hey, I'm still interested in this party. I'm still interested in you. I'm still interested. He wants to know that he did a good job as the masculine energy, as the provider and satisfier. And like I always say, if you read my book, I talk about how the feminine energy, what she should teach or treat him like a dog, basically, not like a mutt, but use classical conditioning. If a guy does a good job, he wants to hear it. So a woman should say, "Good boy." This is me petting a dog. Come here. Good boy, right? Good boy. I'm holding by his neck. Don't do that to your dog. But good boy, you did a good job. I want more of that. So I'm going to condition you by saying you did a good job, right? And then the guy, stupid dog, he's just going to do it, okay? That's basically how it is. So I feel like after a first date or after a really good hangout, whoever initiated it, the other person needs to reach out and say, hey, I had a fun time. Thank you. And then begin to talk and initiate again. And I think the guy still should court the woman. The woman should throw the spark in there, which is reaching out first, and then the guy should take that spark, transit and go down the path of talking. Okay, let's go on another date, and then you go there on, so on and so forth. Okay, so what do you do actually if he doesn't reach out to you and you haven't reached out to him? Well, here's the thing. If you haven't reached out to each other, then you're in quite a pickle. If you're not reaching out, or if he's not reaching out and you're not reaching out, then you're not going to talk and hang out again, okay? So what you need to do, in my opinion, if he's not reaching out, you need to reach out. Because here's the thing. Worst case scenario, let's say he says, you know what, I actually didn't like you. That's why. Okay, sorry to hear that, but worst case scenario, you're back in the situation you were in where you aren't talking to each other. So I personally, this is just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. But in my personal opinion, I think a woman should reach out after the first date because the guy's the one who put himself out there, who took the risk and made the date. And if he's doing this kind of stuff, right? He made the date. He took the risk. He put himself out there. He tried to court you. He was hosting the party, and he wants to know, was I a good host? So he wants you to reach out to him and say, yes, I was. You were a good host. Okay, so with that being said, ladies, again, if you haven't, please check out my texting session. It's 7 days to 30 days, unlimited texting to me. If you haven't subscribed, the button's below. I'll love you forever. Take care and peace.